Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from Creative Muse, and today I'm going to show you how to make a shaker using one of my favorite little tag die sets. It's easy, kind of. And I'll show you why. Alrighty, let's get started on stretching this die even further than we thought it could go. Alrighty, let's get started. Okay, crafters, so you know I love this die for this exact reason, along with the most current version of making these cute tags with that die set, my little critters here. Critter circle tags. Yeah, if you watched my recent video on this, where I did the haul and showed you about this, I'll link it here and I'll link it at the end. I just this is maybe now the 6th stamp set to go with this. Different companies and everything. So then now I decided to rise to the challenge of making it into a slimline. Alrighty, this part is easy to make it into a slimline because I have the two pieces, the outer and the inner die, and that space in between creates, you know, the slimline frame. But the lining it up on the slimline, oh boy, that was just lovely. Alrighty, so let's get into it. So I had prepped a few things because this kind of card is going to be made not like my oval shaker. Okay, crafters, so I'm back. I had to try and find one of the ovals that I made. I did a video on how to make this shaker, this oval shaker with the dies from the Brilliant House store. Well, now I was wanting to show you how to stretch this tag a little further. So that's that shaker, but this style is going to be different than this style. Alrighty, so I took a panel, and let me measure my panel. 3 3/4 by 8 3/4. So this is going to be a 9 by 4 slimline die. I liked the wider edge. If you go more skinny in the 3.5 inch, you're gonna have just a little hair shorter, but it can work. I just wanted it to be big. Alrighty. If you wanted to go the standard slimline, which is 8.5 by 3.5, I'm doing the bigger, what I call the AliExpress slimline, 9 by 4. Or maybe you guys call it the Anna Griffin slimline. Her slimline cards and such are in that same 9, I think hers are like 9 1/4 by 4 1/4 or 4 by 9 1/4, something like that. Alrighty, so I had cut it out. Now, where this thing got me going, I should say, this is my Tim Holtz ruler, and this became very important, and I discussed the beauty of this ruler in greater detail if you had watched my mini album tutorial, the Mother's Day mini album in particular. This ruler was integral in this because I had to know where the dead center was. So once I found where 0 was, which was, let me look, about there, 10.5, 2.5, about there, I put a little line with a pencil. That's where that is. You can see the line. From that, then I had to measure with the die. And the die, I believe, I did the markings on the outside. This is the top part of my card. I should have done it on the back. I know. But what I needed to know was from the bottom, I wanted 1/2 inch up. So I put a line here. The top, 1/2 inch up. Then in between these two, I needed to know right here needed to also be even. So you see what's happening with this? See how it's 0 here and it's 1 1/4, 1 1/4? Because I don't have a guide for lining this up. That's why, that's the only part in making a shaker with this. It's to have these two even. Now, I could have done it actually. Didn't think about it then, but I'm thinking about it now. I could have done one here and then the other die over here and had it lopsided, but I was going for dead center, okay? On the sides, I believe, yes, 1/2 inch in. So you have to like make all these measurements to know where to drop the die. Because the die is, I believe, 2 3/4 inches, you can't fit 3, even on a 9-inch. You could probably do 3 of this one. Yeah, this one I could do 3 of. That could be 3. This is the inside. But to get them straight, that's the only problem, is aligning it up. If you have 2 Tim Holtz rulers, which yes I do, but I don't have my second one on me, I could have done 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. This is a 1/2 inch ruler. This is a nice little ruler. This is the OmniGrid. It's like a quilting ruler, maybe that. And then I could have dropped both. I didn't even think about doing it that way. I probably should have done it that way. But I was going with my pencil and measuring like a mad woman. So pretty much it's from the circle, 1 1/4 out, half, 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 little marks. You could do it on the, if you do it on the back, no, you're gonna have to do it on the top, because then you're gonna know, you have to know where to put the die. And then I put the die on, run it through, pop that out, put on the die again, run it through my die cutting machine. That's how I got the frame using this, okay? Alrighty, so I back the camera out so you can see. So that's the top, the frame. So I'm gonna put something here, some sort of sentiment to cover that up. But the Tim Holtz ruler is what helped me get to this point. So there's a little bit of measurement involved. Now I have 2 layers here. Both of these layers are going to be 3.5, I'll tell you in a second, yes, 3.5 by 8.5. So that's your standard slimline size. Because I didn't make up my mind yet. Did I want it to be bright? And this paper actually is Echo Park Magical Birthday, the girl version. And these 2 are from Joann's. Can't remember the paper pack. And then there, or that. Do I like the dark or do I like the light? So I had a decision to make. And I just couldn't make up my mind. Alrighty, so that would be what you'll see in the back. I'm going to stick with the bright. Alrighty. Then I'm going to put, I already put some cherry tape. Cherry tape is the double-sided tape from a cherry on top. Here I have a combination. I have a few rolls of the 1/4 inch tape. It's a good price point. And then I also used their 3/8 of an inch cherry tape just to create the frame, because I'm going to put my 2 pieces of acetate, 2 little pieces of acetate. Like, yeah, like so. I took a 4x6 acetate and cut it. I had bought some 4x6 size acetate from AliExpress. You don't need to buy acetate from AliExpress. I just did, and I was like, it didn't work out to be anything good, and then you have to wait for it. And with that long distance shipping, it may come with a whole bunch of cracks in it and all that, just from packing, like, you know, creases and stuff. And you don't need that. Oh, I have glitter. Somewhere along the line I have glitter in here. I'm just using one of these type of cloth to, what you used to wipe your glasses with, just to clean up the acetate. Alrighty, I'm going to put just a little bit of my powder tool. I found a good price on this. I did link the last time, I think it was Amazon, but I found it at a good price on a cherry on top. So if you want to get a roll of that cherry tape plus this, yeah. This particular one, not everybody carries it anymore. This used to be sold actually in, it's the anti-static powder, like Michael's and stuff, but I don't see it there anymore. Now they carry the little bag, like the Ranger bag, anti-static powder, but that one is nice because it's self-contained. Alrighty, and I'm going to remove the adhesive, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm zooming in. I didn't remove the adhesive here, but I did here. So this part facing up is my acetate with the anti-static powder and a bit of lint. I don't know where that lint came from. And now I'm going to stick it down, centered. Whoops. Yeah, guess that anti-static powder may not be working as well as I'm thinking. Wait, it should actually be inside the anti-static. And just center it around the image. The die cut. There we go. So see how the 3/8 of an inch is just nice to hold in? Because nobody's gonna see what all the drama that's happening underneath here. Alrighty, let's do the next side. Remove the double-sided tape. So I could have done one whole strip of acetate, but I didn't need to. All I need to do is just cover up those two openings. So I decided to just use that 4x6 from AliExpress. Okay, so I removed the tape backing. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. Put down my acetate. Just make sure that you have covered their die cut piece. So there it is, acetate on both. Can you see? Yes, there you go. There I go. I like to rub my finger sometimes just to make sure that the score tape sticks. I could use a bone folder too, but I'm not gonna bother with that. Alrighty, so now at this point when we have the frame done, that's the top of the card. And now we have the acetate. Now I'm going to take my scrapbook.com 1/4 inch foam roll. Make my life easier. You can use any foam you have. And I'm going to just roll it out. I'm going to go end to end, and then I'm going to also go on the inside. I like to do it end to end like this because when you look at the card from the side, you will see. I backed out the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. Another piece here. Adhesive, adhesive, adhesive. And this was on sale, so I'm not sure if it's still on sale now. But if it's not on sale now, put it in your cart and wait for it to go on sale. It'll go on sale again. Alrighty. So that's the well, okay? Now, I could put sequins here, but it's gonna move between both of these. So I'm gonna create some channels just to control it better. One, I'm gonna seal right here, like so. And then I'm gonna cut 2 strips here. Well, maybe about 3 strips. Okay, see what I'm doing? By doing that, I'm seeing, is it sinking? Because sometimes depending on the cardstock or the pattern paper, you may get a little sink. Just to bridge it up a little bit more. Why not? Can't hurt. Now, if you want to control your sequins a little bit more, your shaker bits, I could come into these corners here just to even contain it a little bit more. Like so. Well, probably bigger than that. Now, I would not switch between brands of foam tape here. You want to keep everything the same height. Alrighty, so then I applied my double-sided tape. All right, so now here, this is a prime example and a perfect time to put in all my sequins. But if I put my sequins at this point, and that's the difference with this card and this card. This one, the foam was on the bottom, on the base. And then I would just drop the sequins in here and then layer on top. In here, this is the top, and you're gonna have to go this way. So how do we combat that? Putting the base on like this, upside down. That is an option. I could have done it that way, but I'm gonna show you the other way, just in case, you know, you don't stick too straight, or the shape is a little bit wonky, and all those drama. I'm gonna show you what I learned, and a crafter came up with this somewhere on YouTube, and it's a brilliant idea. And a few of you already know it, but I'm gonna just demonstrate it just for those of you that don't know it. Alrighty, so at this point now, we're gonna do shaker bits. Let me not peel it yet. Let me put in some shaker bits. Michael's, in my very favorite 4mm storage bags. I have 3x3 and 4x3 inch bags. Alrighty. I'm not gonna go too much because I want to still be able to see my image. And a viewer did tell me she made a shaker. She was trying to make, you know, this one. And I think she overstuffed it, and she was working with some previous project, and I was like, yeah, it happens. I'm always the one overstuffing myself, so I knew exactly what she was talking about. I was like, I know your pain. This now is some AliExpress iridescent. Now this foam has height, but not crazy height. So I suggest always spreading out Don't leave it in a pile. Did that one time. Everything stuck right there in the middle. Oh, you just don't know how you want to cry tears once you seal it. And you're like, wait a second. Why is the shaker not moving? Because everything got spread in the middle. So I've now learned the hard way. Spread out my bits. Before you seal it, this is the time to play. Do you want your shakers facing up, forward? Do you want them upside down? Do whatever arrangement makes you happy. This is the time to do it. Not when you seal it. AliExpress as well, little florals. This one now, I don't know where I got this. But a lot of companies sell bits, shaker bits, flowers. This is flowers and such. There, okay, I'm stopping. Because if I continue, then you're not going to be able to see the image. And I did color Pretty Kitty again. Pretty Kitty is in E50 markers. I went lighter here, a little bit brighter there. But it is Pretty Kitty. And my next image, I did my dog. Well, I don't have a dog, but dog stamp, I should say. When I say my dog, it sounds like I'm coloring my own dog. And that's this one. But instead of putting in the dots, now to do this, I use my my Copic pen. I think it's called a Copic pen to draw the lines to then color it in. So this was me freehanding those spots. These spots don't exist. That's just me coloring the dog now as a white dog. Or gray white dog. Alrighty. We're gonna take a piece of acetate. This acetate measures same 8.5 inches long, 3.5 inches wide to be put on top of this, seal this up. So I'm going to clean it first, like so. Clean, clean, clean. I like to use this type of, what do they call this? This is not microfiber, it's the other one. I can't remember the name, but you guys know it. You use it to clean glasses. And again, anti-static powder. Now, don't put too much on that it gets too cloudy. If it does get cloudy, because somebody had mentioned that too. Just a light swipe. There you go. All right, so I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to bring this back in. Peel off. So notice how my bits are all, make sure that your bits are all nice and spread out. Nothing is going to get sealed in together. Try not to. Resin bits are the ones that have a lot of height. That is where you could do a double layer. Nothing wrong with that. It's your shaker. And if the recipient that you're giving the card to loves shaking, like, you know, if you're giving this to a child, oh, please, definitely double layer it up then. They won't care. They'll be busy looking at, ooh, that's fun. Oh, it's so pretty. So you can always double it. Just gently pulling this off. Alrighty, I'll be right back. I'm going to continue removing the adhesive. Alrighty, crafters, so I removed all the adhesive and then my hand shifted this thing and then some of the sequins got stuck on the adhesive. That's why I did the adhesive last, because if I knew if I started sprinkling bits in here with the adhesive exposed, they were going to stick on it. So it stuck on it anyway. Alrighty, so all the adhesive is lifted off. Now I'm going to take the piece of acetate, and this is the side that has the anti-static powder, so I'm going to flip it upside down. And this is that $3 acetate from Michael's. And then I'm going to center it as best as I can, and it's sticking out to my fingernail. See how good this foam tape is? Oh my gosh. Now, there's my bits. See my bits? Oh, I probably should have. It's sticking over here though. Yeah, it's sticking right there. Oh. This one here is sticking. If your bits get wedged, you can use the pokey tool. Poke it in and shift it. I know. I've done this before to release pressure. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. See how the sequins got all wedged? This stuff drives me crazy. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with shakers. But this bottom part is good. This one here is being testy. So I could have done the anti-static powder in here, but I normally don't. I always forget. So now with this, here we go. We have the shaker here. So now I can always go down, right? Stick it on the base and I'm good. So now it's like a see-through shaker window thing. Now we're gonna do, I have cut out of this piece. Well, actually, I layered up the die. So the two dies like this, the tag. Stuck a piece of purple tape. Here's some Amazon purple tape. Still working from the last time. Right here. Go like this. Keep it together, run it through. And I ran it through some white glitter cardstock twice, and I got these two pieces. So these two pieces were sandwiched just like this when I ran it through the die cut machine. Pop it out. They'll pop out easy. This one has adhesive on the back. So does this. These two are going to go on the top as a frame. This would be on the inside with my image. Okay? So it's going to be like this. Kitty, dog. Like, you know, so. Yeah, all my bits are sticking. Oh, that drives me crazy. Alrighty, so now I'm going to take some wet glue. You know, I'm like super frustrated right now, but it is what it is. I'm going to take this wonderful art glitter glue. Because I'm sticking it on glitter, that's why double-sided tape, like your score tape and such, won't work. It won't stick, but this should. There we go. Center the cat. Am I centered? I need a weight. If you had an acrylic block, this is a good time to put an acrylic block on this. I don't have nothing down here with some weight, which is funny. You would think I would. Put my scissors on top of it. Hot Mess Express. Put on the dog, like so. Let them cure. So now I need to figure out where is the center here on this thing. Cat, dog. Maybe I'll do the dog, cat. I am a dog person. Although I do have a stray cat. So I'm slowly becoming a cat person too. All right, let's see. See now here, now I'm eyeballing it. I shouldn't, but I am. Because I'm already upset. Does that feel good to me? I may be a little off, but at this point, I'm already so upset that my bits are sticking in there. Ugh, you just don't know. You just don't know. Yeah, you do know. All right, oh, I do have this. I can just use the adhesive sheet, because I am sticking on cardstock. So this is, I believe this is Stamps of Life adhesive sheet. Yeah, Stamps of Life. I normally, lately though, I've been really into the Sizzix adhesive sheet. I'm going to stick a little bit of glue on this because I had bought some of her adhesive sheets and they were not sticking, and I was not a happy camper about that. So I'm eyeballing center here. It is what it is at this point. I think I was a little bit higher. Yeah, some of her adhesive sheets were defective, which, you know, when you have adhesive sheets and you're doing these small die cuts and such, and they're not sticking, it's very discouraging. Oh, wow, look at that. The pressure of my machine, like, pretty much put it on so well that I couldn't even lift it off a while ago. That's funny. That normally doesn't happen. That normally does not happen. Alrighty. So now let's go with, I think I may need a little bit of height. Yeah, I think I may need a little bit of height, actually, because if I put this on top of this, hold on. I'm thinking while I'm doing. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. I thought it did, but it doesn't. All right, I'm going to put some adhesive along here. Let's go with some scrapbook.com tape. That's better. A little bit stronger than the cherry. 1/4 inch. Scrapbook.com tape with the foam tape. Happy, happy. So I put adhesive even in the middle just to provide stability so I don't get, you know, with this much distance, and if I just had cardstock here, you would start getting a sink in that middle. You know, it's just nothing is there. So I'm even putting tape there just to make sure when I stick it onto the base that it holds. All right, I'm going to remove all the adhesive. Alrighty, so I removed all the double-sided adhesive, and now I'm going to stick it down. Okay, this one here, all of my bits are jammed up in here. This one is moving a little bit. That's fine. So this is the top. That's the bottom, okay? Now, I'm going to just, let me stand up. There we go. Stuck that down. Alrighty. There's my little shaker bits. Now I need to also put this outside piece from the die cut to close up this frame. Oh, this is the easiest part actually. So I did double-sided tape because this is so thin to stick onto the acetate. Sometimes the double-sided tape and the acetate are not the best of friends, so you can put, this glue is thin enough to just put a little, just a little bead of it, but super thin. And then put it on like so, just line it up, line it up, line it up. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in. There. The dog. Alrighty, this is not my favorite card, but I think it is still cute with the tag. Using the tag in a different way. And if you did it only one, then it would be much easier. Like just a card like so with one. Than stacking two on a slimline. Yeah. I just made things difficult for myself. I should have just done it as a note card with one. That just occurred to me now, all the way in the video, near the end. Have you ever noticed that? Sometimes in crafting, you're like, the idea, you know, you're like, yay, and then all of a sudden you're putting it together and you're like, what's happening? What's happening? That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, what is happening? And then the brilliant idea comes to you. And you're like, yeah, but I already committed to this one. There we go. That's the cat. So you weren't even really seeing the back. And if you line it up better, you'll be on point. Now this, I would stick onto a card base. All right, let's cut a card base. All right, crafters, so I'm going to cut the card base, and I decided to keep it as a 4x9 card. 9 inches out. This is 110-pound cardstock, and what did I say? 4x9? Yes, I did. 4x9. So that would be 8 inches by 9 inches, which will cover the 3 3/4 by 8 3/4 base. And everything I'm telling you is in inches. So now I need to get my scoreboard. Now I'm starting to regret moving everything around because now I'm like, I used to know immediately where everything is. Now I'm like always trying to catch myself like, where's this? Where's that? I feel scattered. Yes, making me feel scattered. That's not a good feeling, right? Score straight down the middle at 4 inches. Let me take my bone folder. Teflon bone folder. Hope you guys got yourself one. Lovely. This is one that I use for making mini albums. I have a few. If you watched you know, past videos, I have like 5 or 6 of them. I started off with the standard, the one that everybody has, standard size like this, and then kept on going because when you make mini albums, it's a different animal than cards. Alrighty. and then put on the card base. Okay, so let me get some more scrapbook.com double-sided tape. Alrighty, so I applied the double-sided tape. Now I'm going to remove it and then adhere it to the card base. Okay, so after I removed the double-sided tape, oh, look at that. All of my bits are stuck. Well, this one, not so bad. But this one, 0 bits. Oh. That's me saying, ugh. Now, check your opening so I don't go upside down. So remove all the tape backing and stick this whole ensemble. Center, center, center. And there we go. Tag turned into Slimline. Now I have a very big space here. I could collage something there. I could, let me take out one of my, the good thing about having that much space is you can put something like this. This is that Pink and Main happy birthday sentiment. I have this one ready to go, so I could put that there. I could, to fit it on this card, I would do it at an angle, like so. Whatever sentiment, sticker can go here. You know what I was actually going to put here, come to think about it? It was supposed to be the Concord and 9th banner builder. I had to go find my banner builder set. Oh, this card is not coming together like I was hoping in my head. It was supposed to be a smooth experience. I feel so discombobulated. So this was from the sample that I made before. So I was saying, with this amount of space, I could put, in this case, you know, banner builder. Here's a paper hug until I see you again. I have these two from the banner builder tutorial. See how that works? So we could have done happy birthday dear friend, could have been here. Cute. If you don't want to do this style, another option would be sticker. And I have not been to Hobby Lobby in so long. Love, that sticker fits, minus the lips and everything. That fits. Or happy birthday. So options. So yes, there is distance, but in the distance, you have, let me tell you how much space you have. You have, call it 3.5 by 2.25. That's your grid to put anything. So you could do this. You could do coming back to this. Cute, 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 cute. Alrighty, crafters. So I hope you liked this video. I know it was a little bit rocky and choppy, but one shaker works. One shaker is being temperamental. Oh gosh, yeah. So technically, when I was putting in the shaker, I could have taken the anti-static and rubbed the inside of the double-sided adhesive foam. But I've done it, laid it down, and it was fine. It wasn't sticking like this. So who knows? Maybe it's all that South Florida rain making everything so damp. There's my shaker. My shaker is there. But you get the gist of how to turn it into one. And you could double layer it. That would give you much more height. And then put that acetate on the back to seal the whole thing. Then put on your back and go from there. But still cute though. Alrighty, crafters. So until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.